knew he was fucking using me to fucking stay in the game. Every fucking bombshell that's walked in has wanted a piece of me. I stopped myself from getting to know anyone. I should have fucking kissed Alex that day. I wanted to, but out of respect, I fucking didn't.
Alex is still here.
Yeah, Alex is still here. And Alex is still...
There's nothing I love more than toxicity and mess because, you know, it gives us something to talk about, something to get excited about. And so I am here for the results for Casa. Am I surprised by Mia's choice? Not really. I think she's someone who struggles with making a choice. She is, because she already had two connections. There was no need to throw Bailey in that mix when Bailey is just a 2.0 version of Mick. So she's having the same guy twice. So I really don't get that. I think she doesn't want to reject anyone or deny anyone an opportunity. And so she's going to continue to sort of get these boys going round in circles. What do I think about Kia and Yana? Well, that was a wasted effort. That was a wasted effort because they both were playing in each other's faces. I think Yana really likes Dylan, but she wanted to have the upper hand. This is why she didn't choose to couple up with anybody else. On his part, I think Kia was hoping he would get away with whatever he did in Casa. I can't wait for movie night for when Yana sees him strolling around stark naked because he's trying to make it seem like Emma is the one who came onto him when we all know he's already had a shower scene with somebody else. And then the Jotham situation. I hate the way Gabby spoke to Jade. That's not Jade's fault that she was stolen. It's her man's fault. And for her to dress down someone and try and be hypercritical of what she's wearing when she is repeating the same clothes every 3 days, I don't get it. And I can't wait to see the continuation of the fallout. Anyway, hey there. Thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love Island Australia, Season 7, Episode 20. So it's the morning after the night in Casa. You have, you know, couples in Casa sort of reflecting on their time together and where they are. Does anything stand out? No. Then there was this conversation between Boston and Mick. I think they make a cute couple. I really do. I think because she knows him very well, she is the best person for Mick. Because Mick is struggling, I think, to sort of make up his mind of what exactly he likes. He likes the fieriness of Boston, but I think he's worried. He doesn't want to start anything and then end up ruining a great friendship. And this is why they're there. The other guys were teasing instead of saying this is the type of girl, you know, Mick wants, so Boston might be the best option for him. You then had, you know, Mia having a chat with Bailey. Do I think they're a great couple? No, I don't. I didn't see whatever they were talking about because they discussed coupling up. They discussed the fact that they've got a sexual attraction. I didn't see it. They said they had chemistry. I didn't see it. She has better chemistry with Alex as far as I'm concerned. So I don't get the hype and I don't understand why they were making a big deal over nothing. Dylan and Yana were talking about the night, the fact that, you know, they had this pillow mountain in between the two of them, or they were going to put this pillow fort between the two of them. Do I think there's anything stand out about them? No, I don't think so. I think we're going to continue to hear about this past and the fact that they have history and she's setting boundaries and she's such an amazing girl because she was able to maintain her boundaries. I don't think that's it. I think Dylan deserves better as far as I'm concerned. I don't think Yana is it for him. I'm pleasantly confused because I don't get what Matteo is trying to say, because Matteo is complaining that he is struggling. Him and sort of Tamara are struggling. They're very hot and cold. So he doesn't quite understand what's going on with their connection. I said it before, I'll say it again. I don't think she likes him romantically. I think he's not manly man enough for her, and this is why they're going to continue to struggle. I think she would be better off with someone like a Mike or someone like an Alex. Or even Dylan, but I don't think this guy is it for her. So the fact that he's complaining that they're hot and cold, it's just they're keeping each other safe in the villa for as long as they can. That's what they're doing. I think she wanted to make Mick jealous, and sadly it didn't work, and this is why they're in the situation whereby they've coupled up, but there is nothing there. While the Islanders are sort of relaxing in the villa, you have Matteo receive a message. Islanders, tonight the guests of Hotel Amor will return to the villa. See you then, Sophie. And it's like it's about to go down because it's about to be messy and there are about to be tears shed because people are going to cry. Everyone is anxious. Mick is worried because he's saying, I don't know what's going to happen in my couple because Mia might choose to couple up with somebody else, and if she does that, then that means I'm single. And it's like, because you haven't really been putting in a lot of effort, Mick. That's the problem you have with every girl you've been coupled up with, Yana included. You haven't been doing anything. All you've been doing is just preparing food for the girls and hoping that they save you because of that. So this is why you're going to struggle. Anyway, you have, Gabby struggling. Everybody's sort of reflecting, including those in Hotel Amor, are reflecting on what's going to happen now that, it's time to either twist or stick. The islanders gather around the fire pit. Sophie Monk arrives. She looks amazing. And so everybody's anxious because they don't know what's going to happen. Sophie reveals that the guests of Hotel Amor are coming back. They've been given the choice to either stick or twist, and so the results will be revealed. So they start off with Mia. Mia obviously comes back. First, Mick has to stand by the fire pit, and then he's told that it's either she's going to stick or twist. If she sticks, that means you're going to remain in a couple. If she twists, that means you are now single. And it's never good to be single in Love Island, and everybody knows that. Mia comes back. She comes back with Bailey. I think Mick was not the only one who was surprised. I think Alex, on his part as well, was surprised because he thought he had something good going with Mia. So the idea that she came back with somebody else is something he wasn't expecting, and so he was taken aback. She said, Mick wasn't making the effort. She wants someone who makes an effort. Mick doesn't seem to know what he wants. That's the truth, though. He doesn't seem to know what he wants. He appears to be very conflicted in the sense that, yes, he's been single for a while, and I think this is the problem with being single for a very long time, in the sense that you really struggle to sort of let people in, and you're very particular about what you want. And so I think this is the situation that Mick was in. He was worried. He really was worried because the way she was very dismissive at Mia, I think, wasn't it. He didn't do anything wrong to her. He just didn't put in the effort that she wanted. She could have easily said to him, I'll have a conversation with you later and explain every single thing or the reason behind my choosing to couple up with somebody else. But, her you snooze, you lose. It was a bit, because if a guy had done that, everybody would have been calling them out. So I didn't like it, and I didn't like the fact that nobody called her out on it. Next up, we have Yana come back. Yana obviously is coupled up with Kai. Kai was left outside, and then Yana came in. Yana came in. She said she set boundaries with Kai before they left the villa, and so her decision was to not do anything with Dylan because she wanted to maintain the boundaries that she had set with Kai. So she had chosen to remain with Kai. And it's like, this girl is really, I don't know what she's looking for from this guy. I don't know what she really wants him to say in order for her to realize that this will never work. But then hearing her chat with him at the fire pit at the end makes it make sense that she must have brought him to the show thinking that, he would make the changes needed, and sadly he hasn't. So Kai came out alone and everyone was excited. They were clapping for him, and it's like, all of you don't appear to know Kai. He is playing the game. He thinks he's very smart, but the show is going to outsmart him. He did reveal that they cuddled and they shared a kiss, and Yana was sort of taken aback because I don't know what she expected. This man was bold enough with you in the villa to take a shower with another girl, and suddenly you're surprised that this is what happened. I don't get it. I don't know why she was pretending to be naive and ignorant of the fact that her partner is a professional cheater, as far as I'm concerned. Kai said, he didn't do anything. He was very sorry and he was going to explain. Then production decided to be messy because they had already brought out Dylan. They then brought out Emma, and Emma said, we did have a shower. As soon as she spoke about the shower, everybody fell back because they knew that it was a done deal. They've already seen this play before and they know what the ending is. For Yana to try and be aggrieved, she has no reason to be aggrieved. She has no reason, because she knew what she was doing when she chose this man. She knew what she was doing when she decided to lay with him in bed again after he had cheated or not. So the idea that she's now pretending to be the innocent victim to Kai's situation, I'm not buying it. She knew exactly what she was doing. So you made your bed, lay in it. Everybody's faces was just the way they were giving Kai the evils. It's like you all pretend as though you haven't seen him. You haven't seen what he gets up to. So the idea that you're shocked as to him getting into bed with another woman and cuddling her and whatever, I can't wait for movie night for when they see him strolling around naked, because he was saying he didn't bring her to the shower. She came to the shower on her own. The same thing happened with Lacey. She came to the shower on her own. Why didn't you say no? You were the one who was actually saying, in this place there's no camera, so anything can happen. So I can't wait for that. Anyway, last but not least was Gabby. Gabby came, she said she was very nervous. She was waiting for Jotham. Gabby's problem was she started showing childish tendencies the moment she found out that Jotham was calling her childish. Instead of her showing her mature side, she started showing those sort of red flags. And Jotham, I think this is the reason why it was easy for him to bring Jade back. So he brought Jade because Jade is the extreme opposite of Gabby, and so I think she's more aligned with him. Oh, Gabby wasn't happy. The way she spoke down about Jade, I personally was put off because she was talking about, oh, look at me, I'm stunning, and look at how I'm dressed, and you're getting me to stand next to these people. Look at how she's dressed. Couldn't you give her a better item of clothing? And it's like, this is the problem. This is the reason why Isabel went home, and this most probably will be the reason why Gabby will go home, because they want to be toxic, dramatic, and sort of be mean girl towards other people, and then call out, I'm girl's girl. I don't get it. I really don't get why she was putting down this man if she really liked him this much and was really stressed that he might bring somebody else. I think she thought she had a lot of control over him, and she thought she could play in his face. So the idea that he played in her face is something she wasn't expecting, and why she was so upset about the whole situation with Jotham. You had, Jotham say he had chosen to couple up with Jade, but he was going to have a chat with Gabby. Gabby said, don't waste your time talking to me. I don't want to talk to you. You played me, you used me, and this is where we are. Just like, madam, you used each other. You did, because you were flirting with Alex. If Alex had given you the attention, you would have gone to Alex. So don't make it seem like, Jotham was the only one using you. You used Jotham because you knew Alex wasn't sort of taking the bait to whatever you're putting down. Once Sophie has sort of revealed that Jotham is recoupled with Jade, they get to sit down. The singles are then brought up, and they are all told that Sophie will come back the next day because there are now 16 people in the villa and they need to bring the number down. And yeah, they don't have enough bed space, so it makes sense. I think Jotham is going to sleep outside with Jade. I can see that. Gabby, as soon as the fire pit finished, she ran. She ran. For her to be consoled by the same people she bullied is karma for Gabby, because the way she treated, Boston and Mia, I didn't expect them to be pacifying her, because you had, Boston saying to her, don't say anything you'll regret, or don't say anything you won't be able to take back, which tells you that these people are very conscious of the cameras and are very conscious of how they want to put themselves across, because they know the backlash that they'll face for that. So for Gabby to be crying and screaming and whatever, surprise, surprise, when she was crying in the girls' changing room, she didn't have tears. But when she was crying in the confession room, she suddenly had tears. So whether they gave her artificial tears or what happened there, I don't get it. She then came out and she was like a hurricane. She really was. Because the way she was dragging down Jotham and sort of calling him out, she had to be told off by, the likes of Ross had to say, I'm staying away from Hurricane, Gabby. And it's like, why is she doing this? Because she said, I shouldn't be crying for him. She had been taken to the bedroom so that Jotham wouldn't see her cry. Jotham was trying to keep Jade away from Gabby because she knew Gabby would tear her a new one. And so for her to come out and be saying, he's nothing, he used me, he wasted my time, it's like, madam, you used each other. I love the fact that as she was saying that, you had Jade saying to Jotham, don't listen to her. You're not nothing. You deserve better. Let's go away. Let's go somewhere. So she took Jotham away from, hearing whatever nonsense Gabby was spilling. And Gabby was just ranting and raving and ranting and raving. And it's like, what is the big deal? You had the opportunity. I love that she said, oh, I really wanted to kiss Alex. I really wanted to, but I didn't because I respected him. And then you had Ross say, oh, Alex is still here. It's like, keep quiet. If you like Alex, move to the left. I don't think Alex should pay her any mind. I don't think Alex should waste time sort of pursuing Gabby, because Gabby will make his life miserable. He is just as calm and peaceful as Jotham. She'll eat him for breakfast and spit him out. So he doesn't deserve that. I think he's better off maybe he gets sister vibes from Boston, and so maybe he needs to either pursue Emma or he needs to go back to Mia and see if he can let that both float. But I have a feeling he's going to go to Emma. I'm going to say that. I love that while Gabby's ranting and raving, you have Jotham busy taking a selfie with Jade. And it's like, Jotham is the most unbothered person in the villa. I love it. You have Jotham, you have Dylan, you have, Alex. They are the most unbothered people you can ever come across. And they are very frustrating in the sense that it takes a lot for them to react. And so for Gabby to be setting the villa on fire while, you have Jotham taking herself is just chef's kiss. And so I can't wait to see what happens. Dylan is busy saying, oh my God, I've walked into something else. And it's like, yeah, welcome to the villa. For Yana to be having a chat with Kai and sort of saying, you disrespected me, we're back to square one, this is what you always do. And it's like, madam, this is not new news for you. This is something that has happened countless times in your relationship. So the idea and the audacity to try and pretend like it's something new, I don't get it. The way that, Kai was eaten alive by Yana and Gabby, it was, I don't know, something else. Jotham was just keeping his peace. He was just minding his business and just not going there because he tried to talk to her. She said she wanted her space and he gave her her space. So I can't wait to see what happens on Monday. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click on the link in my video to watch my review from episode 19. Bye, everyone.